right at the back. Beyond you, Richard.
In terms of the timetable for the new stadium, so Boris is going to make a decision whether or not to call it in next week, I understand. Does he have a time scale of when he has to make a final decision if he does call it in? Or
Gentlemen want to know the timescale with regard to the mayor. Maybe Brian Burgess would like to have a few words here. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, just to update you, and it really is today's news on Boris. It's unlikely the decision will be made next Tuesday. But I don't know the timetable on that yet. The truth is, I don't know. I guess there is a query from the GLA officers which we are answering. We've been told it's unlikely to be made next Tuesday. But at this stage, because I only heard this afternoon, I don't really know anymore. So I guess under the normal scheme of things, he would have to make a decision within 14 days of getting all the papers from Hounslow, which is why we're talking about next week. Once he's passed it, of course, it still has to go to the Secretary of State, Eric Pickles. So there is still, and he doesn't have a fixed timetable, or rather he does, but he can extend it under his own decision. So really he can take as long as he wants to, but normally he would make a decision within 3 weeks. So it could be another month or so before we actually clear both of those hurdles. I would just emphasise that how important it is to sign the petition, because that is addressed to both Boris and Eric Pickles. So you only have to do that once, and anyone who hasn't done it, the guys at the back have got it all set up, so it's extremely easy to just click on it at the back. So I'd certainly urge you to do that.
Thank you, Brian. Have you heard Merrick yet? Have you heard back Merrick yet? No, see? But Boris, okay. Brian, thank you very much. Okay, any more?
I was just going to ask, being mindful with the new stadium that there are council elections coming up and a general election coming up, if, as I suspect, the decision gets delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed because it's a blitz of a hotbed in this particular area, would a year's delay make any difference to the plans or the financials going behind it?
Just speak. Yes.
Well, it would certainly make a difference. Exactly what that difference would be is hard to say now. Everything we've been doing is predicated on us going full steam ahead from this summer, with a view to completing the stadium ready for August 16. So those kind of delays that you're talking about is something we want to avoid, because if that happens, then we have to face the realistic possibility that we would end up delaying the opening of the stadium. And we know that the Football League don't like clubs changing stadiums in mid-season. So we could be in a situation where we get forced to wait till August 17. One of the benefits of opening the new stadium is to make the club more self-sufficient and for it to be able to generate more income. And so any delay in opening the stadium will have an impact there. But there's lots of other areas of implication in terms of the cost of building it will go up because it's another year's worth of inflation, etc. So it's an area we really don't want to go down if we can avoid it, and we will be doing everything we can to keep to our timetable, but there is a chance obviously it could get taken out of our hands.
And wouldn't that impact on this ground when we get promoted?
No, if we get promoted at the end, when we get promoted at the end of the season, we have 3 years in which to have an all-seater stadium, so actually August 17 would be the deadline. So we're okay on that front.
That's clear.